All right, tonight in the kitchen with old Jelly 007, it is skin-on salmon on the green egg. Thought I was going to say Instant Pot, didn't you? Because it's right there. But I'm cooking sweet potatoes in there again tonight. We just had them last night, but that's what they wanted, so we're having it again. And believe me, if you watch my videos, it's simple. I left this out to show two things. One, there's the price of it. I mean, it's $25 for that huge, like 22-inch piece of salmon. Look, it hangs off that platter. I mean, you can't, but you're not going to get that at a restaurant. You're not going to be able to cook that at a restaurant. You're not going to be able to buy that at a restaurant, period. Plus, it's going to cost a lot more than that. I left that in there to show you something. Always, there was only one on this fish. But always look and make sure that is off the bottom of your fish. I mean, pick it up and look. You can see that's a beautiful piece of fish. It came from Sam's, as you can see. And I'm going to have to cut this piece in half because my green egg, I believe it's like 18 or 19 inches. So I'm going to say 18 across the grill. So I'm going to cut it. And it works good because I'm going to cut it about right here. So this end will probably take a little longer to cook anyhow because it's thicker. And I'll pull this end off a little early, and that'll work. I guarantee you. There'll be people waiting to eat it. So anyhow, we're going to get this started. And I got the green egg lit. I'm waiting on it to get to 350 or so. And we're going to put some seasoning on it and go from there. In fact, you know what seasoning I'm going to use? It's my favorite. But I'll be right back to show you that in just a second. I wanted to show you what was going on out here. And it is, now I turned my gauge to where whenever it's straight up, it's what I want. And I don't know if it'll focus or not, but anyhow. And I like to get it around almost right where it's at before I put fish on sometimes, but I like to get it regulated. So, you know, if it's right there and I have my fish ready, which I'm kind of waiting around because people are late, and we're going to, if it were right there and I had my fish ready, I would probably put it on. Then I can regulate it because it's already been right here for about 5 minutes in that general area. But again, that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting the egg heated up. And if you got an egg, you know, it's a great device, and it'll maintain and Cadillac temperature. I mean, it's a machine. It is a cooking machine. So, long story short, I'm going to shut up or make this as short as possible. But this is a good trick. Turn it, you know, it should be like that. Turn it to what temperature you want. I want 350, so I don't want it to get over that. And I'm going to regulate. In fact, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. You can see where I've got my dampers. That's where I've got that. Now, sometimes I leave that one wide open, but it's not a big deal. You can regulate any way you want. I kind of do it with both. But anyhow, like I said, we're going to make this short. We're going to get some fish on here shortly. But I'm waiting for people to get here because it only takes this fish a minute. But anyhow, there you go. I'll be right back. All right, the green egg is sitting at 325, and it has set right where I left it for 45 minutes. Now, all we got to do is I put olive oil on both sides of the fish. One reason, of course, to keep it from sticking, and one reason is to make something stick to it. So this right here is as you know, that's my favorite go-to. That is it right there. And it is absolutely excellent on salmon. If you try it, you'll know what I mean. It's fantastic. And I don't cover it. I don't, you know, I sprinkle it on there real good, but by no means do I coat it. You know, I don't do like I would if it was a Boston butt and I'm, you know, something like that. You just want to flavor it a little bit. And once you pull it off, you know, if you need to, you can add more, but that right there should be plenty. As you can see, it's been a little while. Well, I don't remember if I showed the time on it or not, but it's been at least 35 to 45 minutes, and the green egg's still sitting there at 325. So, anyhow, I'm going to set these on there, go outside, put those on, and I'm going to say 15, 20 minutes. I kind of watch them. I look for fat to come out of salmon. Salmon releases fat, and it'll come up as a white. You'll see it. It'll come up white, that's how I tell when it's done. That's what I do. That's what I go by. But to make this a little shorter, I'm going to shut up, and we're going to move out there. Be there in just a second. All right, for the record, to show you, I mean, it's sitting right where I left it. And I know it's not focusing, but this is a Cadillac, man. It's what it does. This is what it does best. It'll maintain a temperature for hours. Now, it's going to move a little bit when I open the lid and put the fish on. But other than that, if you got a green egg, you probably already know it. But if you don't, it's a great device. And nobody's paying me to say that. You know, I say that all the time. It's just I really believe in them, and I'm not. You know, I want the people that watch my videos to know what I believe in. I believe in a green egg. So now now that it was sitting at 325, I'm gonna let that sit there shortly, not a long time, and then I'm gonna let that regulate back to where it'll end up, and I'm gonna open this just a little bit to get it to 350 or so. So like I said, we're watching for fat to come out, and we're gonna time this in about 15 minutes. We're gonna look at it. So be right back when that happens. Okay, this might be a little overkill on showing on whatever, but it's at 300. It lost temperature when I opened it, and when I set the fish on, and it's probably been on less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to knock this open till about, I'm just going to do that. I could, make it go in a hurry, but I'm not. I just want it to, gradually go up to around 350. And if it don't get to 350, it's not a crisis, I mean, you'll see. It cooks it perfect every time once you get this chamber, around 325, 350. It might take a little longer if it drops real low, but it didn't. It's perfect. 300, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want after 3 minutes time. And I guarantee you it's doing what it's supposed to do in there. But to make this shorter, again, we're going to end this, and we're going to pull it, and we'll look at it in 15 minutes or so. Okay, it's been right at 15 minutes, so you can see it's right at, I didn't watch it totally. I did crank it up a little bit and let it run up, and just letting it hang out right there at close to 350. And we're going to look and see what both pieces look like. And honestly, they're not ready, but that's no big deal. You can see that white fat that I'm talking about coming out of it, though. So we're getting real close, but we're going to let it go a little longer. So that was that was actually about 17 minutes right there. So we'll get it back to temperature and let it cook maybe, 5, 10 more minutes. We're gonna watch it. That's all we do. That's how we do it. Anyhow, be right back. Okay, it's been 7 more minutes, and it's trying to drift. The camera's drifting on me, but 7 more minutes, and we are really, really close. But I'm gonna let it stay just a little bit longer. I mean, I'm not worried about it. It looks great, and I know it's not overcooking. So we're gonna go, 5 more minutes. That's as easy as you get right there. You just watch it, honestly, and you ain't got to worry about your temps. So no hurry. Just get the fish like you want it. But I might pull that small piece off, and I may do that in a few minutes. But either way, we'll see in just a second. Okay, it's been on 25 minutes. We're gonna look at it. I know I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the small one. I may pull them both, but we're gonna take them in. We're gonna look at this and see how it looks. And I feel positive it's done. I'm gonna slide this one around just a little bit. But obviously, I'm sure you do, that olive oil keeps it from sticking. I didn't even oil the grate. That was just the way it was, and what I put on the back. And I can tell by feeling that's done. And we may pull the other one off in just a second, but long story short, we'll bring this in and we're gonna look at it. Okay, honestly, all I'm going to do is just see if this is, like I like it, which is, somewhat flaky. And as you can see, it is. So that is absolutely perfect. The other fish has been on there another 2 minutes or so. And honestly, I'm probably fixing to go pull it off because, you really, people eat salmon raw. They eat it sushi. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to hurt if you get it a little undercooked. But it's not. This is absolutely perfect. And, I mean, you can tell. I'll show you with this. I mean, that right there, that is what salmon should look like when it's cooked on a grill or green egg or anything. So, I'm going to go get the other piece off. And me and the rest of the people here are fixing to eat it. And again, it's fantastic. But I'll be back shortly. Okay, you can see that. I'm gonna let this rest just a minute, just to just let it go. Here's what I'm talking about. That roe, or that fat, and salmon is one of the only fish that has it. When it starts coming out, and you saw it come out earlier, even at the 15-minute mark, and now we're at about the 25-minute mark, easily you could have pulled it then. But I mean, if you think you're going to get better fish than that at any restaurant, you're not. I mean, that is absolutely perfect. And you can change time. I say it in all my videos with almost everything I do. You can change times and make this. If you don't, if you want it, more not as flaky or whatever you're looking for. But that right there is 25 minutes on this. This is a pretty good sized fish now. It's not a little, it's not a thin fillet. This is probably 1 inch thick in the middle. And as you can see, that right there is as good as I know how to make it. That is, any restaurant you find, they're trying to get this mark right here. I mean, I promise you. And that seasoning, that seasoning, the Lawry's, is absolutely perfect. And I mean, nobody's paying me to say this. I'm just telling you, try it on your salmon. It's fantastic. It really is. Long story short, no matter how you're cooking your salmon, try it one piece or one side with Lawry's. I don't think you'll come close to it with anything else. There's some other seasonings that are good, but you know something, that's really not what it's about. It's trying to get fish to look like this. And I mean, that is a perfect cooked salmon. Nope, that's what all restaurants are trying to get to. Anyhow, y'all come back to see me. www.jelly007. I'm hard to find on YouTube. I try and tell you my YouTube name is Mr. Jelly007 or something. That's all I could get. And like and subscribe if you want. No big deal. But the green egg and this right here is impossible. I mean, I love my Instant Pot and all the other ways I cook salmon. And it's all great. But this is the kind of dish, if you ask me, the green egg is this chicken, a lot of things the green egg does excellent. But so does a lot of other devices. So, that being said, again, come back to see me. Y'all have a good night. And in the kitchen with Jelly007 or Jelly007.com, ever how you want to remember it. Thank you for watching my video. Y'all have a good day.